Yeah, so you came recently from a conference you were fired up about, and talk to
Yeah.
me, what did you pick up about mindset?
Yeah, I went to this real estate conference, and Tony Robbins was like a guest speaker or kind of the
Yeah.
keynote speaker for like 4 hours. So it wasn't a Tony Robbins event. I didn't walk on fire, but it was a 4 hour of him. And man, and I've read some of his books and listened to some of his stuff, and he's fantastic. But just mindset. I mean, I think that one of the things that I was reminded there is, and I think it's so important to this audience, because this audience most likely has the right mindset. They have the mindset that they can do something. That's
Yeah.
why they're listening, they're learning, and they're ready to take action.
Mhm.
And one of the things that I want to, and this is not to say don't go achieve, because I'm a high achiever and I will always be a high achiever. Yet don't believe that happiness is on the other side of achievement.
Mhm.
It's an unhealthy mindset, right? Because if you think back to something that you were super proud of doing, something that was really hard, that took a while, and you saw it through and you accomplished it, right?
Mhm.
Like you thought this would bring happiness, right? Now, I mean, I'll do a kind of cheesy example, but one of the things that I'm most proud of
Yeah.
is I went through Boy Scouts and achieved Eagle Scout in 2.5 years. Less than 2% of people do it. Not only did I do it, I did it with 4 of my buddies. We all started at the same time. We all graduated or got Eagle Scout at the same time. And we were all super proud of that and going through that together. So, I mean, that was just something that it was hard. It was challenging. Like the fastest you can do it is a little over 2 years. And so
Yeah.
we were at this kind of record pace, and we just had this mindset from the moment we got in. We had this mindset that we were doing this together. Probably a lot like the military, in you didn't let your buddy fall behind. There was a little bit of that, but it was really hard at times, and we really pushed ourselves. I mean, we did a lot of difficult things together. And it was one of those things that I still look back and I'm super proud of. And it brought happiness, right? Yet, even this thing that I was like super proud of, it
Yeah.
only brought temporary happiness, right? Like you achieved it. And then it was like, okay, how many times do we have this one? Okay, now what?
Mhm.
Okay, I did this. Now what?
Mhm.
And one of the things that Tony talked about is, some of these people that are extraordinarily successful that he's networked with and coached and been around. He gave this example of sometimes accomplishing your goal can actually be the thing that leads you to depression, because if all of your happiness or your thought process was that this thing is going to bring me happiness, and he gave an example of somebody who sold his business for $1 billion, and it's like this should have brought crazy happiness. And then like 3 weeks later, he's like, I'm on a beach and I don't know what to do with my. And I
Mm.
think that sometimes we get caught in this trap of happiness is on the other side of achievement. And the truth is, happiness is tied directly to gratefulness. You being grateful. Now, there's a difference in being complacent and being
Mhm.
grateful. You can
Mhm.
be a high achiever and a high
Mhm.
earner and a pusher
Yeah.
and a driver and
Yeah.
still be grateful along the way. And I think that going, to your point, there's kids playing soccer with, you said, rags
Mhm.
that are happy.
Right.
And that goes really against this mindset that we have that you have to have in order to be happy. And I think that's a trap that we fall into. And just you can find joy through being grateful and just taking a moment to be grateful for everything that you have.